Good afternoon. Today, we are going to be talking about a very interesting outline that is used to prepare speech. And what is very interesting about this is that this was developed based on ancient times. I think that the one that started with it was Aristotle. And in 1930, there was a teacher at Purdue University, and he used the psychology of persuasion to prepare this particular outline, which, as far as I understand, it was based on something that was developed before. And this is called the Monroe motivational sequence. And it consists of 5 steps. The first step is the introduction. We know that, right? The introduction, we talk about the opening, and here we talk about storytelling. We can use storytelling, we can use a rhetorical question, we can use startling statistics to create that interest on the audience, to grab their attention. That is the most important area in time when we need to grab their attention. So that's what we do. We have talked about that before. And here also at the very introduction, we have to create credibility. The audience is going to be asking a number of questions, and we have to be prepared to answer those questions with our initial remarks. Nothing new. We talked about that before too. What the next step is establishing the need. A couple of days ago, we created one video that was specifically for that, understanding how useful it is to have a good understanding of the need. And here we use it precisely for this outline. And what happens when we have a very clear understanding of the need, then we can tell the audience what the problem they're facing. They might not even be aware of that because that's the way they've always done it before. But we have to convince them that they have a problem, that they have a need. And again, here we can use statistics, we can use stories, and of course, measuring the losses that they are having right now or the potential risks that they are having if the status quo continues. And that's exactly what comes next, and that is satisfying the need. And here it will take much more time. This is the main part of our presentation because we are presenting a solution. And here we go through different details. We use statistics again, and we use storytelling, and we use everything that we can to satisfy the need. And the other one, the fourth step, is the visualization. Here, we can have 2 scenarios. One scenario could be that the problem is not solved. And if they don't do what you're telling them, these are the many losses that they can have, these are the many risks. And just visualize that. Take them to a place where they are actually seeing that. That's the scenario. The other scenario that you can do is show them what will happen, what gains will they have if they pay attention to what you are suggesting. And you can here quantify the losses Also, you can do that on the first scenario. So you have a comparison there. And this is the visualization, which is so important because this is what is going to convince them to use your solution. And the last step is taking action. Here, you have to formulate an action that they can take immediately. But you just need to be very careful not to overwhelm them and also to have a specific action. These are the 5 steps for the Monroe's motivational sequence that we can use for an outline. And of course, after this, we will have the delivery, and we already talked about, but we might talk more about that tomorrow. Thank you very much, and we see you tomorrow. In the meantime, stay